Good morning. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Morning Coffees with James. I'm James, and this is my morning coffee show. I'm out in the middle of a parking lot, undisclosed location, talking to you on this camera, being a weirdo, and I don't give a shit anymore because, seems like everybody wants lockdowns. Everybody wants the economy shut down, Biden won. For now. Supposedly, he won. Let's be honest about this. I mean, he didn't win it fair and square. I'm going to say that up front. I'm being honest with you. He didn't win it fair and square. He cheated, and he's only there to prop up Kamala Harris because your fucking party can't elect a goddamn woman to run in any goddamn election, so you have to cheat the way and be sneaky about it. And that's the truth. I mean, when Joe Biden, the reason why most of you voted for Joe Biden too, and I know this is going to sound like one of those freak out videos, but it really isn't. I'm not freaking out right now. This is 2020. Crazy shit can happen. So yeah. So you voted for a guy. So basically, here's the situation. I'm sorry. The light of God has come in. I try to block it off in my head, but I move around and this concrete is cold. So, yeah. So you voted for a guy who basically is not going to be in office for very long. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 1, maybe 2 years, or maybe not even that long. Gets replaced with Kamala Harris, and that's when you have your first female president. And everybody goes, "Oh my God, so special, so special! We have our first female president." You know, even though she's locked up more black men than, say, Bill Clinton and Joe Biden combined. So, yeah, you all voted for tyranny. Sorry. Also, your taxes are going to be raised. You know, just speaking the truth here. That's all. I'm not upset. I really am not upset. I'm furious, though, because the election is pretty much, stolen. Which this will not last. This will really not last. Because let's talk about this for a second. So you're telling me that Joe Biden won because there was a dozen more votes that came in. Apparently 1,000 other votes came in for Joe Biden. I don't buy it. There's something fishy about this entire election thing, and I don't care if I get called a loser or I don't get called whiny crybaby. I'm not crying, by the way, because you know what? I spent 4 years dealing with Barack Hussein Obama and Joe Biden. I can deal with the same here, but apparently you guys can't deal with Donald Trump because he says bad things. He says bad things. Which, it just proves to me that the Democratic Party is so fucking weak. And the Republican Party too, but the difference is though, this may make me sound like a libertarian, but the Libertarian Party is also fucking weak too. Like, we have 3 parties that are just full of shit to begin with. And I already made a video about this, doing a late night thing, and I'm honestly gonna say though, it's starting to piss me off. I mean, fuck the Libertarian Party and fuck the Democratic Party. You're both... Well, the Libertarian Party is just a party of cowards and lazy assholes who want to smoke weed. That's it. And the only reason... I could blame the Democratic Party. I can blame the Libertarian Party. Everybody's blaming the Libertarian Party for that shit, When Trump won, everybody was blaming the Libertarians because they took away votes from Hillary Clinton. But... now everybody's blaming the Libertarian... Everybody's assuming that we're blaming the Libertarian Party because we're voting for, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, which, be honest, this, and I need you to do your research and look at this. I mean, really look at this. All of a sudden, there was a million other votes coming in. I mean, for Joe Biden and Joe Biden only. This is election rigging. Election rigging. It is. I'm dead serious about it. And most of these people who are very compliant about it are only, not saying anything. And I know you're all a bunch of fucking cowards, by the way. because you don't want Donald Trump in office, and how many times you vocalize. I mean, I have no friends who, and I know this one guy who hates Donald Trump and how evil he is, and they get intensely like angry, and they go, "Oh, I'm not a bad person." No, you are a bad person. You want to know why? Because you denied your dark side for so long, and you did all these things to make yourselves feel better. Like, I'm dead serious about this. I mean, oh, we elected a black president. Good for us. His policies were shit. Who cares what his skin color was? His policies were shit. The same thing with Kamala Harris. And that's another thing, too. You really didn't vote for Joe Biden. You voted for Empress Kamala Harris with, creepy Hillary Clinton sneaking in the back. I know, again, it sounds like I'm being a, crybaby Trump supporter. But here's the funny part. I never supported Trump in the beginning. I voted for Gary Johnson in the 2016 election. However, I became a supporter after seeing the job he's done. After seeing what Trump did, and honest to God, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Things were improving. And you know what? I hope he does win his court battle. And I hope it does, I hope everything does turn out well at the end. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm done. I'm done with the Democratic Party. And I'm also done with the Libertarian Party. Everybody's so like, oh, they're all corrupted. You gotta listen, they're all corrupted. It's like, I get it. No, I'm sorry, I'm quoting my dad, who doesn't think I know politics, even though I listen to several sources, and I don't listen to his, KYW or whatever Republican radio he's listening to, because they're all bought and sold as well. I listen to the alt media, but, we shouldn't listen to them. We should listen to the legacy media that, it can never be corrupted or lied to, which, yeah, they can. A tree that's been there for 100 years can rot from the inside out. Remember that. Can get rotten to the core easily. A tree that looks healthy and strong may have a rotten core that's been there for 100 years. Remember that. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to say this, though. I hope you're going to like your taxes being raised. I hope you're going to like it being in depression. Because, the only way by the way, didn't they tell us that the only way to stop the flatness curve was to basically lock ourselves in our house and never go out ever again? So you're telling me that you just want to be locked down? Oh, well, we gotta save grandma and the vulnerable and all the other people. And it's like, I'm sorry, but not to sound like a heartless conservative, which, that's kind of funny, a heartless conservative. I am conservative about other people's well-beings, but this virus is never going away. And, this is 9/11 all over again. Let's give up more of our freedoms for security. And you know what? For those who are shouting about that, you don't deserve any of that, motherfuckers. You don't deserve any of the freedom or security. Because you're a bunch of cuck losers. And yes, I said it. But, at least my mom will be happy and she can well, I don't know. I think, and this is another thing I want to address here too. Speaking about the celebration I'm hearing tonight with all the fireworks going off and stuff like that, I think they're setting you guys up to fall. They're raising your hopes up, and when it finally turns out that Trump actually won, and he did, you're all gonna become corrupted again. You're all gonna go back into that valley of darkness again, and you're gonna scream about, revolution. You're gonna scream about this. He stole the election. Blah 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 blah. That's how I see it. But if it doesn't happen, fine. I'll deal with the Biden presidency peacefully and happily. But if I'm right, then we're going to enter a civil war. There's going to be fighting in the streets. So yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you too. I'm not going to change it because of this new president. No, fuck you. He's still creepy Joe Biden, and she still locked them up all, Kamala Harris. And I don't give a fuck. I really don't anymore. I hope you're gonna like paying lots of taxes, though. It's gonna be funny as shit, though. It's gonna be funny as shit. And then you're not gonna blame yourselves for this shit. You're gonna blame the Republicans, which has always been the case. Blame other people for your own fucking problems, you know, instead of looking inward, you know. Same thing with my one friend who has a Joe Biden, has a Donald Trump mask that he hits with a what was it? One of those like tire lock things. He always says to me, "Oh, I'm not bad. You're bad. You know, he made me this bad." It's like, no, you made yourself this bad. All your hatred to this guy. By the way, I'm going to address something too. Your hatred towards Donald Trump was from you, not him, but you. You know, what benefit would it have to have a female president? Would the world look at us in a different way and go, look at that, they have a female president. Golly gee. I think I'll stop human trafficking. No, they're all going to do the same. They're going to look at us and go, okay, continue our business. Because nobody gives a shit. Pirates don't give a shit. Gangsters don't give a shit. Criminals don't give a shit. And by the way, for those who think I'm going to give up my AR-15, my MP-15, from my cold dead hands, you motherfucker. From my cold dead hands. I'm not joking. I'm not joking anymore. I'm 32 years old. You know, I'm not gonna go out and harm people. That, if you're thinking about that, no. But you come after me, I'm blowing off your kneecaps. I'm causing damage to you. You know? I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of this shit. I really am tired of this shit. Just looking around. You know? And I think what's going to happen, is people are celebrating, their hopes are high, they're at a high point. And sooner or later, I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a big crash. And everybody's going to go real nasty. And I hope it doesn't. That's the thing, I hope it doesn't. But you know what? I think I'm just going to go into the woods and hide. I think I'm just done with civilization to begin with, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna go, you know, hide in the woods somewhere, live in the mountains, hunt, fish, bring some weights with me, be a survivalist. I don't give a shit anymore about civilization. People talk about, what about playing video games? I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the video games I've seen nowadays are kind of shit, and yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like, I'm not that excited, especially with Sony and the way the entertainment business is going. Which, you know what, I come to think of it, I think I might stay just to get back into entertainment again, just so I can get my views in there. You know, to increase conservative views in Hollywood. You know, I don't give a shit anymore. I really don't anymore, and I'm tired of hiding. So yeah. I hope you're glad you got somebody, by the way, another thing too, on a channel update, and I know this is weird, but I also do other things on this other channel too, on these other channels. The Resident Evil 7 review will be made. I will make it because I gotta talk about Resident Evil 8. It's gonna involve Resident Evil 8, so I'm gonna talk about Resident Evil 7, so yeah. So yeah, it's getting late. I'm gonna probably walk home. A little midnight walk. The night prowlers. So yeah, I hope you're all happy you got your president. You all got your way. You got your first female president, by the way. Think about that for a moment. You got your first female president, and he didn't even do it legally. And it was a process too. You know, nominate candidate who is just basically there to get replaced. Get a female vice president, steal election, have him win, and then have him die or something like that, and then Camila's going to replace him. And I bet you that's what's going to happen. So let's be honest about that. So yeah. All right. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.